There it is. All right, so cool. This one's called Jedi Russian Tactics OTB, basically. So Jedi Russian Tactics. Remember the series we did for the tactics on the YouTube series? Well, I actually was able to do. Remember the tactics that we were doing? It was so hard, right? I was able to do that over the board, guys. I was literally able to do it over the board in this game right here. So my opponent here is like 2100. And he played d4, right? So I played knight f6. So of course we go on King's Indian. You already know. Check the playlist. I'll link it right in the description for the YouTube. For the King's Indian, I got tons of videos. You already know how I go. So c4, g6, bishop g7, right? He go e4, d6. And then, now he's 2100 here. And here, when he played this right here, first thing I'm thought is like, bro, what? Garbage. This is not a move. Okay, why is this not a move, chat? Immediately, my radar went off. It's like, you don't know what you're doing. Immediately, my radar went off. And I was like, okay, it can be played. But immediately, my radar went off. After bishop e3, I'm already like, hold on, big fella. I don't think that's right. Something's wrong. Why, chat? Did anyone understand why the radar went off? King's Indian, Elliptic, exactly. Exactly. Bishop is doing little there. Okay, I mean, you could say that. Knight g4 says Everett wheel. Yeah, because it's out of order. Elliptic. What do you mean by that, Elliptic? It's an interesting statement there. Very, very nice. I don't look like a cup. I need a drink. You funny. So here, right? That's actually right. Elliptic, it says out of order. It's out of order. Okay, what does that mean? F3 is supposed to be played before knight g4. In the famous, right? Whatever you want to call it. In the sameish variation of the King's Indian, which is F3, after castles, then there's bishop e3. So there is no knight g4. So here I go e5, knight d5, knight h5. In fact, you can check my King's Indian playlist. The 100% accuracy game, yes, it was 100%. Yeah, I remember that. I don't know if you haven't seen it. Check my YouTube, King's Indian, right? The playlist. The 100% accuracy game was in the sameish with knight h5, and I ended up sacking my queen, right, for the material. So he, f3 is the move, but he didn't play f3. So when he plays bishop e3, he lets me go knight to g4. So I'm automatically like, nah, bro, something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong. Something's off. So after bishop e3, I just castle, and I'm like, all right, I'll give you a chance to play f3 because I don't need to play knight g4 right now, but whatever. f3, I'll still go into a sameish. And then he goes queen d2, right? And even here, I'm like, I still could go knight g4. Still could go knight g4. But here I'm like, okay, I'll go e5. I'll go e5. All right, I'll go with the King's Indian route, trading the pawns. And most people don't want to go to this endgame anyway. He didn't go bishop e3 to go into this endgame and trade and still allow knight g4. So I know he's not going to take it. He's going to push for d5. And he does. He goes d5. Now I go knight g4. Okay. He castles queenside. And obviously, all right, cool. I'm about to just take this piece. So I take, and now I'm up. Now, I have the two bishops. And there's work to do. And because he played, never underestimate your opponent, guys. Never, ever underestimate your opponent. Well, I was sitting here, and because he let me take this bishop, my first thought was like, bro, I mean, he might just let me do this right here. Like, he might just let me do this, and then he do something stupid, and then I play bishop h6. But if you play chess like this, that's very wrong, and you're going to get hurt. You are going to get hurt if you play chess this way, right? So do not try to play chess this way with the little one move threat. Hope he don't see it kind of chess. Don't do it, right? Heard it here first. So queen h4 is just a stupid move. It's just not a good move to make. But then play queen h4. You have to follow the ideas in these type of positions. Is usually putting a knight on c5, playing a5 and a4. His king is over here, so I need to push these pawns up. This is a good thing to understand in this type of position. f5 is coming, Sanjay, but I still need to hit this side of the board. Let's say I go f5, he goes f3. Right, this is cool and all, but I still can't get to his king because my pieces. So I need to actually get back. I need to do something. So I went a5. This is standard, a5. Expanding with a4, knight a6, knight c5. King b1, knight a6, knight c5. Right. I do exactly that. This is always the plan. He goes bishop c2. Now, another plan here is what I played is actually c6. I played c6 here, which allows a capture on d5. I want to play b5 eventually. I want to commit, right? I want him to commit. So if I take here and he takes this way, for instance, let's make a move. He played, in fact, knight e2. I took on d5. I took on d5, right? I took on d5. And if he takes with the c pawn, then I have the b5 pawn. I can almost even play it right now. Almost. Engine says, actually, that's the best move. But I was going to play bishop d7 and then b5. But I can play b5. Okay, if he takes this way, f5, look at f5. Now look at f5. e4 opens up the bishop. So he takes with the knight. Knight takes d5. Right, there's many moves I can make here. Bishop e6, bishop d7. Already getting squeezed. Yeah, something like that. He's not getting squeezed yet here. But also, he has a beautiful knight on d5. Beautiful, but no attack, right? That's why you need that dark square bishop with white, because he can't really attack me. I mean, he can try to h4, h5 stuff, but it literally doesn't work. I went bishop d7 because I'm going to go b5. He goes f3, and I'm like, all right, cool. So I go b5. Takes. Knight e to c3. He hits the bishop. The bishop's hanging. You can defend it, but I'm like, why would I just let him take it? I'm just going to move it because I can still maybe use it later. And I went here. I could have went d7 as well. How do you get rid of the knight on d5? That's a great question, Tiger Slot. In fact, here's the thing to understand in Sicilians. This is a King's Indian, but crazy we talking about a Sicilian here. There's sometimes you'll see this in dragons or Sveshnikovs or even Najdorfs. This pawn structure. Pawn structures is always the GPS of the game. So understanding this d6 and e5 structure in a Sveshnikov or a Najdorf Sicilian, you will actually see that you can't actually keep the knight on d5 and bully this pawn. So the knight, yes, he's cool here. He's annoying. But I mean, like really, especially if I step my king out the way, you just have a good knight on d5. That's it. But you can't attack this at the same time. So you have to move this just to attack this. But that gives me access to the square now in some cases when I can push d5. Yeah, it's understanding and playing a lot of structures, but you don't really do anything about the knight on d5. You play around it. I can even play for the square on d4. White plays g3, and I'm like, cool, I think he's going to play h3, like this kind of stuff. Then I go rook b8, so I'm about to, bully him, try to do something on a file. And this right here really threw me off. I'm thinking, I'm waiting, right? I'm waiting for the h4, g4. Yeah, I can put a knight on d4. Exactly. Tiger Sloth. Thanks for the follow, Lido. I'm waiting for, the pawn storm. Here's what it is. When you castle on opposite sides, whoever gets to the king first is going to win. Period. I'm attacking his king. If he's not attacking my king, then he loses. That's just literally it. So he plays this move right here. And when he played rook h to f1, I was like, this man is done. There's nothing else. I at this point I was like, well, he's not even going to attack me. So I have kind of a free hand at the king. It feels like. But, the best attacks are prepared. So instead of me going all out and attacking here, I play knight e6 first, just to put the knight on d4. Rook c1, I put the knight on d4. And then watch this. You ready for the next rook move? Y'all ready? Rook fd1. Okay, cool. Hey, look, another rook move. Ain't nothing to it. Right, it's just another rook move. But look at the rooks. Hey, I guess he's trying to defend on this side of the board. I go queen d7 with the intention of just swinging. He goes bishop d3. Right, and I'm just setting up. I'm just setting up. I attack mate. I'm attacking mate. Rook d2, he defends the mate. Now I go f5. I break it up. Right, I break it up. I also see this x right here. Through the pawn with the rook and the knight. He finally hits me with a little attack, bishop c4. Discoveries. So I sidestep. And then he goes knight e2. And here we go, chat. All right, it's on you. Yeah, I remember how we did Jedi Russian Tactics, the series. This is now one OTB over the board. This really happened. It's black to move. What do you do in this position? What do you do? What do you do? After he went knight e2, what is the move? As well, I did the same thing in the drink. That's correct. In our game, F4, F4. Oh man, what's up, big dog? What's good, Oregon? Big Red. See, F4 from Anita Drink. Lots of F4s. Lots of F4s. In fact, you know what's funny, guys? F takes E4 is the better move. And this is the move that I thought about. And F4 doesn't even come up on the engine. F4 actually is fine because after Queen A3, like who does this? You know, if I take on G3, he can take on D4. It's some crazy stuff. What's up, Damian Rice? Thanks for the love, bro. 300 bits. I know, right? Jaliptic, come on. Queen A3, like it's some craziness. Like, right. This is the engine given stuff. But what he did here is he captured on F4. I take on F4, and then he goes Queen D3. Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this, chat? JRTs, Jedi Russian tactics, like we used to do. Right? Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? Your move, chat. Your move. Black to move. This is an OTB game. Mind you. This is an over-the-board game. This really happened. What do you do? Slapjack says, knight takes F3. I can just feel it. Sack the queen, says Tiger Slop. Queen takes B2, says Jason York. Queen takes B2. Queen sack. Dang. He was sacking the queen. Wow. They say sack the queen, y'all. Okay, okay. Anything else y'all got? Queen sack. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, knight takes F3 is brilliant. Bishop B5, knight takes E2. I'm banging on the clock. All right, guys. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So let's look at what it's not. Right. Queen takes B2. Clap it up for yourself, right? Oh, man. That's beautiful. That's great. Premium. Garbage. Not a move. Rook takes. I just take those. You take back, takes, and you got you a little knight. Oh, that's cute. Oh, you got you a little knight. All right. King C2, and then, like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, bro. I'm gone. Bishop A4. Oh, snap. Like, it looks good. You feel good for, like, 2 seconds until I block with the bishop. But you see another check. Eyes all lit up. Oh, I got another check. Got another check. King D1. You feeling good, huh? You feeling good? Feeling good about yourself? Knight takes, rook takes. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. Knight takes, or you got some compensation. Compensation. Maybe. Terrible. This doesn't work. You're losing. You're losing by a lot. You're losing by a lot. So queen takes b2 is not a move. It's not a move. So here's the move. In fact, the move is, this is what I played. Y'all ready? Knight takes f3. Oh my god. Knight takes f3, hitting with a move. Look at this. So now knight takes f3 is hitting the rook, right? It opens up the bishop. There's all kind of stuff here. Knight takes f3, hitting the rook. So bam, he's like, oh snap. Okay, you know what? I gotta take those. And then after queen takes f3, what do you do now, chat? What do you do now? It's your move. You over the board right now. You're playing chess. You're playing over the board. And it's your move. It's black to move. What do we do? I see bishop takes b2, queen takes b2. Queen takes b2, queen takes b2, queen takes b2, bishop takes b2, queen b2s, queen b2s. So we're taking on b2. I love it, chat. I love it. Queen b2, man. That's nice right there, chat. That's great. I love it. I love it. All y'all catch this garbage. Every single one of y'all. You get a garbage. You get a garbage. You get a garbage. You get a garbage. Yep, absolutely. And you know why? Watch this. Watch this. Because after rook takes, right? King moves, and then you take on e2, and I go knight c3. Oh my goodness. What's wrong with him? Now, of course, you can go rook e3, but this is a little bit different. This, I mean, you gotta really calculate this out, right? And now, I mean, this isn't the same. Like you take here, you're losing. Like what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Wow. Wow. And a lot of y'all would have took on B2. And what do you do? Bishop take. What about the bishop takes? What about bishop takes? Right? Here you go. One for you too. There you go. Have a good day. All right. Have a good day. Yeah. Andros. Y'all came at the right time. Andros, what's up, man? Yo, check this combination. Andros. This was in my last game. Last round. I was playing Team Amateur. And I'm playing with the black pieces. Watch this combination. Thanks for the raid, bro. So everyone thought it was queen takes b2. It is not queen takes b2, right? So everybody got a very, very healthy one. And then bishop takes b2 was same thing. Very, very healthy. Very healthy. Bishop a6 or even bishop b3 and give you some material back. And you're just going to be fine. And you give this bishop, you might have some dark square problems. Not a move. You're in a little bit of trouble even yourself. So bishop takes b2 and queen takes b2 are not moves. I saw this. So what did I do as a Jedi? As a Jedi would, because a Jedi could. What I did was took on d5 and we live. I took on d5 first because now I get rid of the knight. Remember that line, right? Remember the queen takes. And remember, if you miss the line, if you miss like this, right? This was the line right here. If you're just getting here, this is the line they miss. Oh, snap, the knight blocks. So wait a second, reverse it, right? Reverse the move order. Take the knight first. So now it works. And I'm actually threatening bishop takes e4 check. Nasty, right? So he takes back with the bishop and then I stand up and then I look around, right? And then I put my fingers right here. I teleported like Goku do. And then I came right back and then I hit him with this move right here. Queen takes b2. Oh my goodness. Over the board. Yes, I sacked my queen. This was a real thing. Queen takes b2 on the board. It was like 5 people standing around watching this game. Queen takes b2, rook takes, he goes king a1, and then boom, rook takes e2 check. Now there's no knight block. You can block with the rook, but it's decisive material loss. Decisive. If rook c3, I go rook e3. You can queen anywhere. I don't care where you put the queen. In fact, you know it's so bad. The engine says your best move is king to b1. That's the best move on the engine right now. Move number 1. Believe it or not. King b1, best move. Best move. Right. Queen here. I didn't even know that. I thought he was going to move his queen because that's what a human would do, is move the queen. In fact, with the engine's like, no, that's even worse. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Rook takes c3. And this is the line I calculated, and I was just going to win this way. But apparently, everything is killing here, which I consider. I knew this. So what he did was block with the queen, which this doesn't help either. I take, and play f3, and he resigns. And he resigns right here. I mean, this was nuts. Like, oh my goodness. Wow. Like, this was so nasty. Jedi Russian tactics over the board, guys. Right? It all started right here with this little combination here, right here. I played f4, bang, open the bishop lineup. He goes queen d3, and here is the combination. Bam, open the lineup first. Open the whole lineup. He takes it, get rid of the defense when we do the windmill, and then go for the windmill. Beautiful combination. Jedi Russian tactics. All those Jedi Russian tactics we've been doing. Make sure y'all watch. I'll link it. Make sure you guys watch the YouTube for the Jedi Russian tactics, guys. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. A lot of you guys aren't subscribed, as the statistics show. So hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you guys. I'll see you on the next video. All right. So we just put it on the game review, and here it is. 2 brilliants from the chat. Chat said, let's look at it. And we did it. 2 brilliant moves, 1 great. So this was the first brilliant move. Knight takes f3. What was the other one? I'm assuming queen takes b2, right? And then queen takes b2. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, knight takes f3 and queen takes b2. 2 brilliant OTB. I had another game like that too. I'll link that one too. With the other 2 OTB moves, brilliant. That was the English game. That's crazy.